Queensland's housing boom. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee and let's have a look at this article from Domain discussing the housing boom in central Queensland and house prices are up by 10%. Well, we'll have to have a look. Let's just say, going up 10% after significant falls, we'll see. So, an industry-fueled rental drought coupled with northern migration flood has sparked a Sydney-esque housing boom in sleepy central Queensland, with some homes selling in just hours as property prices rise by up to 10%. So, I'm going to have a shot of coffee, guys, and those of you who live there and are watching this, give us some anecdotal feedback in the comments if this is real. Are you seeing it start to happen? Generally known for their mines and cattles, rural hubs of Rockhampton, Yeppoon and Emu Park on the Capricornian coast are now fast becoming famed for their budget abodes, spawning what property experts have described as a once-in-a-decade upswing that for once has nothing to do with beef, commodities or cyclones. While the latest Domain home price report for the September quarter revealed houses in Rockhampton rose by 5.6% during that time, it's a spike that's further skyrocketed in the past 6 months, according to Mr. Real Estate Rockhampton principal Jason Rayner, who said their past half year of property auction action alone was off the charts. I mean, Rocky, you get a good steak out at Rocky. Can we get bloody hot out there? Last Saturday was my best Saturday in a decade. I sold 10 homes just that day. It was just huge. We feel like we're in Darlinghurst, Sydney, not central Queensland. And these are all private treaties. In fact, we've nearly done 34 sales this month alone. It's incredible. I'm fielding lots of interest from interstate. They are all wanting to escape. But this activity is also stemming from rent price going up and there simply being no rentals. We have a rent roll of 1,100 properties and we have 0 rentals available at the moment. During his record-breaking Saturday, Mr. Reiner said he sold a 3-bedroom home at 12 Brazil Street in Norman Gardens for $390,000 in just 9 minutes, with a nearby 22 Timarind Avenue snapped up for $650,000 in a mere 8 minutes following a triple offer scenario. I sold another one on the Capricornian coast at 20 Olinda Avenue to a Victorian family who wanted to escape COVID, and they paid $720,000, he said. So people, it sounds like some people are just going crazy up there. We'll have a look at what's happening in Rockhampton. The home, which was originally listed for $680,000, featured 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and a pool on a 692 square meter block, representing the kind of value Mr. Reiner said southern buyers were craving now more than ever. Well, this is the thing, they can sell up a property down there and they can get more breathing room for their family. Rory Wex of RMW Property Agents in Rockhampton said on his end the market was the strongest he'd seen since 2009, with their average days on market slashed from 2 months to 1, alongside property price increases of between 5 and 10% over the past 18 months. We've got a lot of mining activity which supports the local area as well as grazing, but now what we're seeing is a lot of people from southern Queensland as well as interstate buyers. I mean, you can get good value for money. I know some people from high school that ended up moving up north, because you can get a decent size home. For what I paid for a fixer-upper, people can get a perfectly nice, beautiful home up there with a big block of land. You can get a lot more land up north than you can down south. People who are now working from home are realizing they can sell up in the Sunshine Coast and get quite good money because they've got people from Sydney and Melbourne who are purchasing theirs. There's great value down here, great dollar value here. We're also seeing some large infrastructure projects kicking off next year, and there's a 0.3% vacancy rate for rentals. So that's driving a lot of tenants to buy into the market. They just can't find anywhere to rent. and rentals keep going up, and it's just more affordable to buy. That's bringing a whole other section of the market in. We're finding homes are selling within the month, and in actual fact, we're finding a lot of properties we have are selling in the first 7 to 14 days. I guess we're seeing even double the activity from the year before, and the average days on the market were as high as 120 days in early 2019. So is Rocky and the North Sunny Coast going just crazy, or the Capricornica Coast going crazy? Just that one step up from the Sunny Coast. While southern buyers and exasperated renters have fueled the buying frenzy, Mr. Wex said what it also kept it alive was the fact that the region's lifeblood industries were scarcely touched by the pandemic. They did a real great job of social distancing at the mines, and at the moment the price of beef continues to climb. So the pandemic has had the opposite effect on beef prices, and both mining and cattle are full steam ahead. He said the only concern was plummeting stock levels, which were sitting at about 60% of their normal level. Within the market, Mr. Wex said upgrading baby boomers and first home buyers were leading the charge, sparking intense buyer competition and top sale results, particularly in the prestige end. I sold 13 Livingston Lane in Cooey Bay on Saturday under the hammer for $1.12 million, and the same house sold in 2018 in the exact identical condition for $910,000. That was a baby boomer couple from Western Australia who bought it, he said. Another fantastic one was at Lammermoor, which settled for $2.1 million, and that was a suburb record. I'm finding with $1 million plus homes, they're really selling, and there's more buyers than ever. And personally, through me and my personal assistant, we have 141 homes under contract for 2020 so far. Last year we did 103 for the whole 12 months. So there you go. 40% above last year with a month still to go. So we'll have to see. So let's jump over here and let's have a look just at what's going on in Rockhampton. Rockley. There we go. I'm doing it wrong. Rockhampton, Greater Region, Queensland. Okay, we'll have a search here, and we'll bring up the map. We'll bring up the map to get a feel, and let's just filter it. You know what? Let's just go houses. We'll just go houses here for Rocky, and we can see here. I mean, here's Rockhampton. You've got Mackay up there, Bundaberg. You know, my favourite rum. If you're watching last night, and down here's Brisbane. So it's not too far. It's actually a pretty quick flight. You can fly from Brisbane to Rockhampton. And by the time you're up in the air relaxing, you're already taxiing to go down. It's so quick. So let's have a look at what is going on. I mean, here you go. This is everything for sale right now in the city on realestate.com.au. So we'll click here. Here we go. Okay, $165,000. So let's see, what can you get for 165 grand as a fixer-upper in Rockhampton? You know, maybe I should convince Rachel we sell up here and move there for a cheapie. Can you get MBN up in Rocky? Let me know, guys. So there you go. You know, good old little weatherboardy place right in the city next to each other. You got a backyard. Yeah. Okay. That for once, I'm happy looking at one of these photos where I'm not jealous of the grass. Yes. I've got grass envy now, guys. So yeah, I'm not jealous of this grass. So you got a tiny little block, you know, little old kitchen. You probably, has that got a stipple on it? You probably got asbestos in this thing, but I mean, if it's there, you don't touch it, it's okay. Oh, look at that, the wood finish, the fake wood. I bet you, or maybe it's real, but I doubt it. I wonder what the flooring is under here. If you've got timber, if you tear it up, you might have some nice timber there, or maybe not. So, I mean, there you go. For 165, I mean, you need to gut the bathroom, you need to do a lot of stuff, you need to work on it. But it's, I mean, guys, it's perfectly livable. That's it. For $165,000, there you go, right in the center of Rocky, calling out to first home buyers and investors, inspect today. You know? Okay, what else do we have here? It's been a long time since I've been to Rocky, guys. I remember I arrived at the airport, and I went to Rockhampton for a uni trip, and part of it was to try and get architecture students to come up to North Queensland, because they really had trouble getting people working there, and it's good opportunities. 145,000, what's going on here? 179,000, 130,000. Maybe I'll move to Rockhampton under offer. So 145,000, guys, and all. I mean, these are all little blocks. There you go. You got a hills hoist, a decent sized one, and you got a bit of yard. You got some space under it. This is what I'm talking about. You can lift these up and build underneath it. That's kind of why we bought our place. There you go. Okay, that's a kitchen with double sink. Cool. I'm not really a fan of the kitchen. Looking a bit better. You got solid brick walls. Here, where's that? Is that located downstairs? So there you go. What are we getting here for 179,000? So I mean, this looks like well kept, built right up next to something industrial, I'd imagine. I mean, look at that. That looks beautiful, isn't it? It's a nice little home. It's the timber floors, guys. It is the timber floors. That's what does it. You know, you gotta get them all stained up nice and polished, and yeah, beautiful. So here you go. You've got 2 bedrooms, little workers' cottage, with a bathroom coming off the living and dining. You got a nice veranda and a little kitchen at the back. There you go. You could probably lift it. Yeah, there. Look at that. I mean, that kitchen is perfectly fine. Perfectly, no dishwasher, but that's what you have kids for. You know, a nice little place, guys. And there you go. You'd spend a lot of time out there. You'd probably sleep out there at night, to be honest. Get a hammock or something and get something to keep the mozzies off you if it gets hot. There you go. What's the sign? Are they running a business out of there? Maybe they are. Or maybe they're renting it as an Airbnb. That's what it could be. You know? I do have grass envy there. I like that grass. That's nice. There we go. Beautiful bathroom. Yeah. The good old louvers in the shower. So there's a nice one. Let's have a look at this one here for $130,000. Another older Queenslander. There we go. I mean, okay, they've got lawn that's growing quite strongly, shall we say. Yeah, these photos are pretty old. How long has it been on the market? 2014. There you go. I mean, perfectly livable little Queenslander, guys. Let's have a look. Let's jump a bit further out, because there seems to be a lot on the market for something that's booming, doesn't it? You know, let's go to the northern side of the river. Let's have a look here. There we go. 379,000. So a more modern building, a duplex. So you're sharing that common wall there with the neighbors. Nice garden, nice lawn. You know, so yeah, okay, I'm getting a bit lawn envy there. I like that. That's nice. Okay, but only a 405 square meter block, so you only got a 10 meter frontage. So this is a divide. They've split it and chucked these guys on there. So you got a double garage. So very tight setup. So you got, you know, the kitchen, living, dining all in one, with an outdoor dining out there. You've got a master bedroom, so they've squeezed in a walk-in robe and an ensuite. You've got another bedroom there with a robe, and then you've got a separate toilet to your bathroom. So I like, you know, I like this plan, and they've got air conditioning everywhere. So there you go. So they've bought an old one, split it, and chuck it, you know, thrown them on there. There, nice modern kitchen. But you're paying double for what you can get somewhere else. That you may be able to do up, but there's a lot of things associated with it. So let's have a look. Here we go, 239,000. Let's check this one out, guys. 239. So there definitely are some, you know, properties you can get for a decent price up in Rocky. Can you get work in Rocky? You know, there's the consideration. If you can work remotely and work in Rocky, maybe fly in, maybe you could do it. You could fly to Brisbane from Rocky. Used to be pretty cheap and pretty quick. So there you go. You got a carport. You've got under the house as well. That's obviously the dog bed. So there you go. So, you know, perfectly fine. Little kitchen needs a redo, I think. Yeah, it's an older style. You could paint it, honestly. You could paint it all, and then you'd probably get it looking a lot nicer. But the browns, I'd be tearing out the flooring. But you got to be careful as well. This stuff, there could be an underlay that could have asbestos in it too. So before you do any of these things, you should do an identification course and get someone to check it out, because you'd be surprised where it is in these older homes. That's the problem with these older things, doing renovation work. There could be potential contamination issues that you want to be aware of. So that sometimes they just, you know, bulldoze the whole thing. I mean, there you go, a little sunroom. bathroom and toilet needs a bit of work. And there you go, the typical storage space. That could be a bedroom. There you go. So, I mean, not too bad. And let's check one more out. Let's find a... we'll go a bit further out, guys. Let's try and find something with a bit more... We'll go down here. What can we get? There we go. 249,000. 3-bed home. A more contemporary construction. You know. There you go. Looks like a little blocky. Rendered. With some tanks. Little shed. And, you know, a lawn. So, guys, you can get value for money out at Rocky. But the thing is, the question is there going to be work for you out there? Is that going to be enough of an incentive? I mean, here we go, new. All offers over 450 considered. Here we go, let's have a look along here. Some of the waterfront ones. 420,000. I mean, there's a lot. Offers overs over 199. That looks like it's land. 269,000. Let's look at that one. I mean, there you go. Beautiful. See, you don't have they've polished up just the plywood floor. You know, solid timber kitchen. We've got something similar like that with the bench top. I mean, it does the job, but you know, it's a bit annoying. So you could put some plank vinyl down there or something. Just leave it if you're happy with it. Tile floor, you know, outdoor area, very lush. So there you go. So here's the thing: is there work for you out there? And that one's under offer. What do we got here? What's that at Emu Park? Is anyone coming up? So there seems to be a lot on the market, guys. Are people trying to cash in? You know, are these just blocks? This looks like a block. Yeah. So a residential block for 130 grand. So, I mean, you're paying for that view. I'm assuming that's on your block. Oh, you got a hillside block. So there's some challenges there with doing it. I don't know why. What? Oh, you want to... Okay, you don't want to put a house like that on a hilly block like this. You want to take advantage of it like they are of the hill. But, okay. I mean, that's the thing. People just excavate. At least there, you've got some big views and vistas. So, there we have it, guys. What's happening in Rocky and the surrounding areas, and a bit of a sticky peek at some of the opportunities. I mean, it looks like there's some lovely places around. I don't know if I want to go right in the city, but at these prices, we're seeing stuff there for sub 200 grand, guys. No wonder people are buying, rather than renting, you know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and want to support the content I create here, there are a few ways you can. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or Kucoin. You can buy our merch from HeiseSays. You can support us using Teespring or using PayPal or GoldPass. Take care, everyone, and I will see you all in the next episode.